Alright, so I think it's getting kind of obvious now that I need to have a talk with you guys about what's going on, because I don't know who out here needs to hear this, but there's been a lot of stuff going on, especially over the last months since F1 23 dropped, and I've been through 3 career saves in the space of those 2 months, and I haven't gotten any further than 4 episodes on each one. So I'm gonna, over the next few minutes, talk to you guys about what's been happening since the game dropped and what my plans are in terms of upcoming videos and actually getting a career series out on this channel. So of course, career has been the main thing we've been doing over the last 2 years of YouTube, both on the last 2 games. Did Driver Career and did the Prodigy on F1 2021, and then did Road to GOAT on F1 22. And for this one, I'll be honest, I was in a tight spot as to what to actually do on this game, because to start with, I did my team using the exact same livery that you see on the screen leading the field now. So this is an F1 World Race that I recorded just to have a bit of footage in the background while I spoke, so enjoy me pulling away from everyone else in the 20 car field. Yeah, ignore that for the most part, because we're still just focusing on what has to be said here. So I started a my team save, and after a few races, I just fell out of love with it really, really quickly. Not an issue with the game. I've just never been able to get into my team, if I'm being entirely honest. It's just not been for me. I tried it for content, didn't really enjoy it, so I switched to Driver Career AlphaTauri, because I really do like the AlphaTauri livery on the car. And again, I sort of just fell out of love with that too. So there was a problem for me to start off in the idea that I've never been, for me, gaming in general, I've never been able to hold on to a single save for long unless I really get into it, like you saw on the last game and the game before that. So longevity is obviously an issue in that respect, especially for me in particular, which is not the best of things that to happen when you're trying to make regular, consistent content. I hope you guys are enjoying the content we've seen in F1 23 so far, regardless of how inconsistent it's been. So that's on me. I do apologise for that in that respect. So the plan is, at this point, so I've established a plan with the Prodigy, with the sequel to the Prodigy. If you guys haven't seen the trailer, uploaded it about a month ago at this point. Make sure to go see that before you continue seeing anything else. So that's there on the channel. So that's all sorted. And the plan is, once I finish Breaking Point, the last episode of that was uploaded yesterday. So I've got about 10 more episodes to go. I'm going to consistently just upload those over and over until we get to the end of the story, and then I can start work on the Prodigy 2. So sort of one story after another. And then for Driver Career, so in terms of what's going on here, like I say, I don't really feel like a standard Driver Career is for me this year. And I'll be honest, I did really enjoy doing Road to GOAT on the last game, and I do really want to bring it back. And that's what happened with the start of the 3rd save. Because if you guys didn't notice, I put out a poll a couple of weeks ago asking what would you guys rather see? Would you rather see like a standard Driver Career save, or would you rather see a return for Road to GOAT? Road to GOAT won the vote by 60 to 40%, so it was there. But when I looked at it, there was still like an even split between the two, and I decided to myself, you know what? I'm going to try and incorporate certain things from Road to GOAT and bring them over to a standard career save. So just the races in the actual videos themselves. Automated R&D development, so just do that in the background. Not pay too much attention to that at all, because it just keeps it a bit more. It keeps it a bit more condensed. That was the whole point of Road to GOAT. It's just a condensed Driver Career series, gets right into the action as quickly as we can. Of course, when I started these videos, when I started making them on the last game, they were never really more than, say, a minute and a half or so before we got into the actual racing itself. So I hope you guys did appreciate the length of time it took, or the lack of time it took to really get into the action. Because that was the point where I try and get into as fast as we can. We do just the race, nothing but the race in that respect. So yeah, so I enjoy making that series, and I did have plans to bring it back. And I honestly, I have it all set up. So I'm going to confirm right here, Road to GOAT Season 3 is on its way. So that is going to happen. I'm going to try and get ahead on that as best I can while finishing off Breaking Point, and then we'll jump right into the all the new content, so both the Prodigy and Road to GOAT as soon as I can. So you guys look forward to that in particular. And yeah, of course, the big thing in that respect was just with the 3rd save, or the F2 save, massive problem. It was all going perfectly fine, and this video wouldn't have happened if what I discovered today hadn't actually happened. So what happened was, basically, I decided to try and just sort of go forward with recording. So the first 2 episodes were released by this point. I've recorded episode 4 a couple of days later, once I got back from my break. Well, I went away for a week, and then I came back, recorded episode number 4, so that was all there. And a couple of days ago, I decided just to bulk record and get the rest of them out just over the next week or so I could get right into the F1 stuff. I recorded all 4 rounds, and I can confirm that I did win the F2 championship. It was very, very tense. If you guys do want to see a video of just that last round, I'll explain the situation as to what went down leading up to that race in the video, because I feel like it'd just still be an entertaining race to look at in particular. So I could do that as a one-off if you guys want to see that happen, so let me know if you do want to see it, because it was very dramatic and I thoroughly enjoyed actually recording it. But I was looking into today to start recording episode 4, and I looked through my files and there's no round 7. So there was 8 rounds in the championship and round 7 was gone. So, and as I've recorded forward, I can't actually get that footage back. I can't go back and redo the race because the backup had passed by that point, because I keep making backups every time I do a race, and the downvolt backup are gone because I finished Abu Dhabi, and then that was it. So there's a race missing, and I couldn't have that. I didn't want to sort of skip off a race or do it like just through the replay angles. I didn't want to do that. I want to post quality content for you guys, if you know what I mean. I want to just make sure it's up to scratch with the rest of it, because it just looked confusing, at least in my book. I don't like the thought of releasing what I feel is a half-done video in that respect. So at this point, unfortunately, I do have to just scrap off the third driver career save. I know it's frustrating. I can't imagine what it's like for you guys to see me go chopping and changing between different saves, seemingly week by week as things go by. But I think now, hopefully, we have a solid plan as to what's going to happen in the next few months on this channel, at least for the foreseeable future. So the plan is we're going to get through Breaking Point over the next week or so, and while that's happening, I'm going to start recording for Road to GOAT Season 3. And if you guys want to see anything particular, like a pre-season video for that, just to sort of get the hype back up and get us going, to get us back into the storyline in that respect, then yeah, again, let me know in the comments down below. And then, obviously, once Breaking Point's done, I'll start work on the Prodigy 2 as well, because I'm really excited to bring you that story. I've been writing it sort of when I get a bit of free time here and there. I try not to script too much or at all. One thing is for certain, the Prodigy season, all the original Prodigy episodes weren't actually scripted in the slightest. I simply just made up scenarios out of what was going on in the actual race itself. So that's why some of them might be a bit half-baked in terms of episodes. But I tried to make a story out of it as best I can. So we're going to have a bit more of a running storyline to it in that respect. So again, I haven't scripted too much. We want to keep it as realistic as possible, as close to perhaps a more Drive to Survive sort of esque as we can, as well as sort of that video game approach that we enjoyed in the first iteration of the series. So yes, that's the plan pretty much for the coming weeks or coming months or so on this channel. And I do hope you guys are still enjoying the content I've been putting out on F1 23, because I've enjoyed recording it, if I'm being honest. But it's been difficult since more or less since June, because of course if you guys were here at the start of the year, then we were flying high, doing absolutely fantastic. We're talking about 25,000 views a month, and that was really enjoyable for me. So especially the shorts. The shorts were very popular with the viewers. If you guys are still enjoying those, then again, let me know. There's a lot of things for you guys to just give your opinions on for me, because honestly, I do want to know what you guys have to say about the stuff I make. It's really important to me, your guys' opinions in that respect. So yeah, we'll look into that in particular. And yeah, so like I said, I hope you guys are actually enjoying the content I've been putting out, because I do want to make quality content for you guys. And the views have dropped off, which is more my fault than yours. I appreciate you guys over just showing up every single video like you have been, and again, like I say, thoroughly appreciate that. But yeah, it's been difficult to do, but we're going to try and get back into it. We're going to push hard for the rest of the year as best we can, and try and get as much content as we can out. Finish the year on a high, jump into 2024. I'm not giving up on 2023 just yet. Long way still to go. Still about a quarter of the year to come. So again, everything's still good. Everything's still to play for. I'm okay, and I hope you guys are okay too. I hope you guys have been enjoying what I put out. So that's the little update. That's the plan, more or less, for what's going to be going on over the next couple of months on this channel. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video of me sitting down and talking to you guys. One more thing, thank you so much for 1,600 subscribers on the channel. I do appreciate it. We'll try and push for 2,000 by the end of the year, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.